It's the closest thing to a GP we're going to get. The event definitely sold out. So I'll be doing up-to-date, round-by-round vlogs on how I do. I just got done with round one. I don't even know if you can hear me very well, but I played against Heliod Ballista, and I kept a one-lander with a Street Wraith, and I missed my land drop for 2 turns, but luckily he had a little bit of a slow turn, and I Fury away 2 of his creatures, which is pretty cool. But I managed to draw a Valakut Awakening, played it as a tap land. He had a Yavimaya in play, and I didn't draw a source of green mana, but it gave me green mana, and I was able to Violent Outburst for the win. Game 2 is much grindier. I did decide to bring in the Leyline of Sanctity to stop Ballista, and it turned out he had like Tormod's Crypt and stuff, so I think that was a good call. I didn't actually see it. It went on for a while between cycling. He had a Crypt out in play. I missed a land drop for 1 turn. When I got to 4 mana, I played Foundation Breaker to target it, but he had a Spellskite, so I in-stepped Baleful Mastery to wait the Spellskite. Foundation Breaker took that out. I had 2. Then I put 2 Griefs into play, but he didn't have a lot of good stuff in his hand. It was mostly just the Spike Feeders, so that was a little annoying. But I draw step, Violent Outburst. He had nothing good in his hand. I managed to fade the Heliod for another turn, and when he played a Karn, got his Ensnaring Bridge the turn before. So the Foundation Breaker coming back took out the Ensnaring Bridge, and then I cast Fury from my hand to increase my power, and I killed him in 2 attack steps. So far so good, but that was a long grinded game for 2 games. But hopefully I can keep it up a little. Alright, round 2 is over. Did not win this one. I played against Bring Delight Scapeshift with 5 colors. And the main problem is when you're playing Grief, it's not always immediately obvious when you're supposed to Grief. It's tempting to just do it immediately like Thoughtseize, but I don't think that's always correct, especially when you're seeing blue mana. So with blue mana, you want to wait till the turn you go off, or maybe the turn before. The problem was I was on the draw, and turn 3 he plays Teferi. Pretty bad. That's my main answer game 1 is Grief. So had I just Griefed a turn early, would have taken Teferi, probably would have won game 1. Game 2, however, I mulled the 6, and my hand was okay, but maybe I should have mulled it again, and it didn't line up as well. I'm not sure game 2 is very winnable. I'm not sure if there's much notable to say about it. There was a little bit of back and forth. I fulminated a land, Beast Within a few things. Let me think. I mean, that's really about it. But I'm going to try to Grief a little earlier when I see blue mana. Usually that's when I wait, but now Teferi's not as winnable. So, interesting thing to keep in mind if you want to play the deck, or if you want to play Grief around a combo. Alright, that was the end of round 3. Did not get there. Played against Grixis, Ragavan, Monkey DRC kind of thing. And this isn't a bad matchup by any means. It's maybe 50-50 because they are fast and they have disruption. But that's why I played the ley lines, at least one of the reasons. I actually won game 1, and it was cycled a couple guys. When he was tapped out, he was representing blue mana. I Violent Outburst on my turn, got a bunch of guys back, hit him, and eventually he used like Drown and Lock, and I'm just forgetting the name for a second. The Delirium Red spell deals 6 damage. He killed some guys, and I got to the point where I had 1 creature left, so I did it again. Brought a bunch of stuff back, and I fulminated with a couple lands away, so he was on 1 land, so I scooped. Game 2, I had mulligan to 6 and had 3 ley lines. They did some work, but I was low on cards, and his early clock eventually just got me. And then game 3 was really similar. Mulligan to 6, only had 1 ley line. Hand was actually okay, but I didn't hit the Cascade spell in time. By the time he had 5 attacking power and clock to be fast enough, so didn't quite get there. Probably am out of contention for top 8 at 1 and 2 going into round 4. But if I win the rest, there's a small chance. But my breakers probably won't be good losing this early. So we'll see. Definitely can still make money. But top 8 dream might be dead, so won't be able to get that beautiful trophy. But we'll see how it progresses. was the end of round 4 of 8. Didn't get there again. Today's not my day, but it's all good. I had a good time. I played against Blue-Red Monkey Murktide Regent. Kind of the equivalent of what the Delver deck is in Legacy. It's not a bad matchup. We went to game 3. I won game 1. Not a whole lot to speak of. Game 1 was mostly a few cyclers caught him with his pants down and got a bunch of guys out, so he could counter it. Didn't have Force Negation, but games 2 and 3. Games 2, I just missed the second line drop for like 3 turns. But game 3, it went on for a while, but I went low on cards, and I couldn't find the Cascade in time, and he built up enough cards in hand to be able to stop me. But overall, not a bad tournament. Bad in the sense of performance, but not bad in the sense of a good time, as long as these are still happening.